Downtown is giving you a new way to window shop for art. Also, a DJ who is spreading the gospel and a blues artist that will jinx you. Another jam-packed episode of Front Row Center begins right now. Everyone, I'm Honey Love.
And I'm Zach Fuentes.
And thank you for tuning in to Front Row Center, where, we always got you covered on what's going on here in Sin City. So kick up your feet and enjoy the show. Zach, what do we have coming up?
Well, first up, if you thought the revival of downtown Las Vegas was done expanding, they've only just begun. Nakia Berry has a story on one of downtown's newest locations that showcases art and culture in its many forms.
There may be some confusion in the community about what the window downtown actually is, but its open house brings a warm welcoming.
Really, we believe that not only is this hopefully something that will elevate the lives of people in our community, but will be a model of how really all communities should have spaces like this.
The window is a part of Tony Hsieh's downtown project, a wide open co-working space located at the Ogden with inviting windows as a sense of being closely connected to the community. The technology classroom can be used for community forums, personal gatherings, and nonprofit enrichment experiences, such as plant education classes.
We teach people how to grow in the desert, and we're teaching people how to grow vertically.
The vegetables grown at the window are given to Rachel's Kitchen next door. The venue is also a performing and visual art space.
We just want to bring that to the attention of the community and show there is really strong theater happening in Las Vegas.
The theater company will perform contemporary works once a month at the window for free. The multi-purpose space also displays a gallery with a new resident artist every 3 to 4 months.
It was a way for me not to just show work in a gallery or to sell a painting. That wasn't my goal. My goal was to reach the community and show people that classical art has a place in Las Vegas.
It's a very nice space here. It's very classy. I love all the artwork.
People can learn about the visual stories inside, but also about the revitalization of the community-focused area. The window is the starting point for the Downtown Project Tour.
I don't know how it'll work. It just seems like it's a fun place, though.
The simple thing the community can do with a modern-day gathering space is to use it. Also, invite your friends, like it on Facebook, and learn what's happening at the window.
But deeper than that is to begin to get creative and innovative and think, how can we use this as a way to move us forward in a generous spirit, not in a personal way, but something larger than ourselves? How can we make the community a better place because this exists?
The window is here to provide a learning environment, but it is up to the community to bring it to life. Reporting for Front Row Center, I'm Nakia Berry.
Our first guest can either be found spinning the turntables at various nightclubs, or he can be heard weekdays on KCEP Power 88 with the Morning Mayhem Show. And now he can be seen starring in a new stage play opening this weekend. He is a man with many talents. Please welcome to the show, Marlon DJ Thump Rice. Hi, Marlon.
Good, how you doing?
Good, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first of all, I have to know about this name, DJ Thump. Now, is it I know with street ballers, you can't give yourself a nickname. Somebody else has to give one to you. Is it the same for DJs?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So where did this name come from?
Well, actually, it came from college. I played college football, and I played linebacker, and I was one to take helmets off of anyone that was running the ball. So, of course, my teammates would say, that's the thumper, that's the thumper. So it kind of carried on to me DJing. Of course, music was my first love, and there it was, Thump, DJ Thump.
And you also go by Turntable Assassin?
The Turntable Assassin.
Who gave you that one?
Actually, I gave myself that name. See what happens?
So you can't do that.
Yeah, you see what happens?
You're breaking the rules.
I gave myself that name.
Okay.
And I ended up having to change that because when I introduced myself to people, hi, I'm the assassin. Well, of course, people will kind of back off a little. So, yeah, so I had to change that, and I just changed it into the Turntable Assassin.
Okay, and so you're starring in this play,
yes.
Troubled Waters. Tell us about that.
That very interesting. I play a reverend.
Wow.
I play a reverend, and I thought it was going to be a challenge, but of course, my Christian roots, my mom is a prayer warrior and took me to church when I didn't know how to go to church, and of course, I learned church at home first. Mm-hmm. So It's a story back in 2008, and it's about a 35-year-old young boy living with his mom, and it's about the Waters family, and it's about their troubles and their triumphs that they're going through, that most families go through. They have a 35-year-old son that's still staying at home, living with mom, and going through his trials and his tribulations. So it's very interesting how how it turns out.
Now, this is directed by Antonio
Vargas, Huggy Bear, yes.
Huggy Bear, everyone from Starsky and Hutch.
Yes.
The one and only. Now, is that the first time you've worked with him?
Actually, no. I've done a movie called Blended, and he was my acting coach. And when I tell you, this guy, oh my gosh, he is incredible. He taught me a lot of things about acting. And then we kind of, split ways. He, of course, doing his thing, and I got into DJing and radio. And we met again during Troubled Waters, and he goes, "Hey, let me see whatever I taught you. Let me see what I taught you to see did it pay off."
Right.
And he's harder on me than anyone, of course. But I'm telling you, it's a phenomenal play, and he's a phenomenal guy.
I could see you playing a reverend.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it all over me?
I could, once you have a suit on and everything, you got the whole, voice going on and everything. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. So you do plays, you DJ, you have a morning show.
Yes.
What's next for DJ Thump?
Whatever God leads me. I'm using Las Vegas as a springboard. Mom says use everyone, misuse no one. So I'm using it as a springboard to spring me to my next level. So whatever God has for me to do, I'm just obeying.
And something about, I heard, a documentary?
Yes, I was a victim of crime. And March 19, 2002, I was shot 8 times, point blank range, by a 17-year-old young man that was trying to get initiated into a gang. The paramedics drove off without even turning the sirens on. They pronounced me dead right on the scene, and it's a very good testimony. It's touching, very touching.
So when can we see the documentary?
We just started, as a matter of fact. My manager just gave me the name of the documentary yesterday, and she said it came in a dream, because that was the biggest thing, of course, is what are we going to name this?
Right.
And I started to say 8 is enough, and here I go with that I again, instead of waiting on God to give it its title. And she came with the title, Don't Cry for Me.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, we look forward to seeing that, and thank you so much for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right, everyone. If you'd like to see Troubled Waters, it runs for one night only, so make sure you get out there to see it on July 20th at 6 p.m. at the West Las Vegas Library Theater. And tickets, get this, they're only $20, so you don't want to miss it. When we come back, Zach sits down and talks with a musician who not only has an eclectic name, but he also has an eclectic style of blues. Don't go anywhere. Front Row Center. We'll be right back.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Las Vegas offers everything from pool parties, the hottest nightclubs, and the biggest shows on the Strip. But what many don't know is that Vegas offers a little piece of heaven right in the center of Red Rock Canyon. Janelle Vanoy has the story.
The opening line of the show is we will employ every device we know in our desire to divert you.
Will it be comedy or tragedy? I believe for now it will be comedy. Spring Mountain Ranch State Park kicked off their Super Summer Theater season in May, and there's been no stopping with family and friends filling up the outdoor theater with food and drinks. You can expect to spend a wonderful evening in a different kind of environment that's relaxing and fun for everyone.
Yeah, we love coming here. We have season passes, and we've bought season passes for next year, and yeah, we love coming here.
They should expect to bring their blankets, bring their picnics, bring their boxes of wine if they're so inclined.
A fan favorite, a funny thing happened on the way to the forum, gives you just what you need on a nice summer night. A love story, comedy, mayhem, and songs that you can sing along with throughout the play.
Something aesthetic, something frenetic, something for everyone. A comedy tonight.
You can expect the unexpected, and director-producer Tim Bennett sticking to the original 1962 Broadway play written by Burt Shavelove and Larry Gelbart. And you can also get a glimpse of why the Super Summer Theater is so important to Las Vegas.
I think Super Summer is amazingly influential. It's the only theater of its kind in Las Vegas. It's the only outdoor venue like this. It's incredibly cheap. The quality of the productions is very, very high.
For a family fun night out, it's not expensive as you would think. At $12 a ticket, you and your family can spend a night under the stars, and you can also give back through their $500,000 challenge campaign going on now.
It's going to make such difference if they're able to raise that additional $500,000 to end up with $1 million to put toward all of the things that need to be done here, from repairs to infrastructure to moving things forward. It would really be amazing.
A funny thing happened on the way here, but I won't tell you the story. But one thing's for sure, it was well worth the wait. Comedy, tragedy, music all wrapped in one. Make sure you make your way down to see a funny thing happen on the way to the forum all the way through July 26th. And if you want to buy tickets now, go to supersummertheater.org and you can buy tickets for the rest of the summer. For Front Row Center, this is Janelle Vanoy.
A unique style of acoustic guitar mixed in with a little bit of blues and funk is one way you can describe our next guest's musical sound. He's a local resident making a name for himself in his own community, and pretty soon even further than that. We're so happy to welcome today Jinxie Bear. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us, how'd you get into music?
Actually, I got into music about 3 years ago after about 15 years in architecture.
Wow,
and then I just kind of decided to write songs back in Philadelphia, actually.
Was music something you always wanted to do, and then you did architecture because you just didn't think you'd get a career out of it, or what?
I think basically I was in denial for many years when I was doing architecture. So I always kind of played and fiddled with music, but never this intensely.
Mm-hmm.
So after I left that field, I started doing this, and I haven't looked back.
But again, that's good that you have something to fall back on, because so many people, quit school and everything to get into the music industry, and they have nothing to fall back on, because it can be fickle.
Right.
So that's good that you did that. Who are some of your influences?
Influences are bands like Primus, from my generation, a little bit of Dave Matthews Band.
And is that how you would describe your sound, is similar to that?
Yeah. My sound is a mix between Primus and Dave Matthews with a Vegas twist, basically.
But it's still unique. What is a Vegas twist? Like, how would you describe that?
I guess the Sin City aspect of it.
Oh, gotcha. And you've been in Vegas all your life, right?
Actually, no. I've been here 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the Vegas music scene?
The Vegas music scene's actually pretty big. There's a lot of local bands out there playing. It's decent. I got a good kind of reputation here in the city by playing music. That's kind of why I came here.
So you play music, you perform, but you also write your own music too.
Correct.
Could you ever see yourself doing somebody else's music or collaborating with someone else?
Yeah, I kind of like dabble in a little collaboration here and there with some local folks when I can.
What's that like, collaborating with someone else? I mean, can it get kind of tough with creative differences or anything like that?
Not really. What I do is really unique, and I play guitar kind of like no one in the world. So I get approached a lot to get that into some collaboration and studio stuff.
So again, you have your own sound. Any duets like that? Would you ever do something like that?
Oh yeah, I'm open to anything. Anything creative.
So you're going to be performing for us now. What are you going to perform for us?
The song's called No Need to Care.
No Need to Care. What was the inspiration behind it?
A breakup.
A breakup. Oh, some of the best songs come from that. Just said that last week. All right, take it away.
I don't need your attention. And I don't need your advice. And I don't care if you're my sworn enemy. And you're dressing up as the love of my life. And I don't need your attention. And I don't need your abuse. And I don't care if you're the sweet fallen angel or some kind of sadistic muse. There ain't no need to care. There ain't no need to care. I don't need your hope. And I don't need your best wishes. And I don't care if you're so clairvoyant that you're ripping up the good world down stitches. I don't need your body. And I don't need any of your sex. And I don't care if you're the last woman on earth. Well, I'm never gonna do you with all due respect. There ain't no need to care. There ain't no need to care. There ain't no need to care. There ain't no need to care.
Thank you so much. Sounded great.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming on. If you like what you heard, go online to jinxiebearmusic.com to hear more and find out when and where you can see him live. Up next, Nakaya Berry lets you in on what's happening this week. That and more when Front Row Center returns.
I don't think anyone captured my first steps on camera. I was the 5th kid, and by that time, first steps weren't a big deal. I was 16 and driving home with my brother Ben. A distracted driver hit us. Ben died on impact. I had 47 days in a hospital bed for reality to settle in. With a major spinal cord injury, doctors said I would never walk again. But deep down, I knew I would. I prayed that every day. Family, friends, strangers, all started to pray for me to be able to walk again. The progress has been slow, and the victories hard-won, but I feel the prayers.
Whether you need support in a tragedy or just to make it through a bad day, prayer can make a difference. America, let's come together by believing with each other.
For someone to come alongside you and say, I'm going to believe with you, it means a lot.
My team depends on me.
And my team is 50,000 strong.
This is what it feels like to be part of a team.
A winning team.
The Action Team.
Get in on the action at actionteam.org. Are you in?
Welcome back to Front Row Center. Summer movies at Container Park and First Friday are just some of the events happening this week. And Nakaya Berry lets you in on what else is going on in Sin City.
This week's events will get you out of your daily routine. I have it all laid out for you. Monday, July 28th, the Boulevard Pool at the Cosmopolitan will show dive-in movies on their big marquee by the pool. You can see Space Jam at 7 p.m. and Coach Carter at 9 p.m. Nice environment by the pool and a rooftop view of the Strip with the classic movie. Now you can't beat that for $5. Tuesday, July 29th, you can party for a deal at Fame at the Link. Fame stands for food, art, music, and entertainment. It combines Asian street food with Asian-inspired live performances such as dragon dances and taiko drummers. You can listen to the live DJ while eating some of the creative foods. Check out the deals they have for locals and mingle at its weekly Tuesday block party. Wednesday, July 30th, there's a band called Funk Jam that performed for the last couple of weeks at the Brooklyn Bowl, and this is the last week you can catch them. The band, consisting of some of the most talented musicians, was brought together out of the love for jamming without any rules. Their music is pure improv. They don't even rehearse or talk about what they play. There is no cover to watch the concert at 8 p.m., and I'm sure it'll be some great music during bowling. Thursday, July 31st, the Container Park is offering some movies in the park every Thursday at 9 p.m. This week, Napoleon Dynamite will be showing. Bring a blanket and lie on the grass and get a few laughs out of this one. It's all for free. Friday, August 1st is the first of the month and it lands on First Friday. Go downtown and check out the monthly art festival in the Arts District on Fremont East. I know most of you go bar hopping late at night, but there's definitely some cool artwork in all the different genres on display starting at 5 p.m. Support local art and then stop by the food trucks before making your way to the bars. Saturday, August 2nd, go out and enjoy the Fresh 52 Market featuring choice vendors with organic, pesticide, and chemical-free seasonal produce, freshly baked goods, gourmet sauces and nuts, and handmade modern crafts, and more. This event happens weekly at Tivoli Village from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sunday, August 3rd, having a nice brunch alongside live entertainment sounds delightful. You can enjoy this at Pizza Rock, a trendy restaurant downtown from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm sure the acoustic flow will liven up your Sunday afternoon. And don't forget to try to fit in a movie. My movie pick of the week is A Most Wanted Man with actor Philip Seymour Hoffman. A tortured illegal immigrant arrives in Germany's Islamic community, and the U.S. and German security agencies take a close look in a hurry to find out if he's a victim or trying to cause destruction. Well, that's it for Stepping Out with Nakaya Berry. I hope you try something new this week. Back to you, Zach and Honey.
Well, Zach, another great show.
That was a fantastic one. We had Jinxie Bear on. We had everybody on.
Yeah.
DJ Thumb. That was exciting having him on.
So the window, what do you think about that?
The window is going to be really neat. I'm excited for that. So much is always happening in downtown Las Vegas and another place to showcase art and culture. I'm excited.
It is. I mean,
Very
if they
excited.
could showcase a window full of shoes,
oh,
I'd be in shoe heaven.
Not just you, a whole bunch of other people out there would be.
I would totally totally check it out for just the shoes.
Hey, that's a hint. That's a hint, the window.
And so Jinxie Bear, what an unusual name.
Well, his name actually came from his boss. His boss kind of gave him that nickname at a place that he worked, probably when he was working in architecture, before the music stuff came along. Yeah.
I don't think so. What kind of job where your boss would just call you Jinxie Bear?
I don't know. It sounds like fun. It's better than having like a horrible boss or something.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. And the theater, have you checked it out in
Super Summer
Summerlin?
Theater, yeah, it's actually in Spring Mountain Ranch, and it's a neat place for the whole family. It really is like a whole other world. It's a few degrees cooler up there. You can take the whole family, bring some blankets out, just lay around and watch the show.
I love the fact that it's family friendly because everyone's always saying that there's not enough things to do in Las Vegas for
Just
families.
have to look. You just have to look. It's a really neat place, and I
so
encourage
that's fun.
everyone to head out there. You
Yeah.
too. Bring it
I'm
over.
going to check it out. Bring my little munchkin
Yes,
and we'll
she'll love it.
lounge out on the lawn and watch some theater.
You'll love it, I guarantee it.
All right, everyone. Our events calendar is filling up by the minute, so if you want your event featured right here on Front Row Center, email us at frontrowcenterlv@gmail.com. You can also find our past episodes on UNLV-TV.
That's right. The talent pool is endless, and we want you to follow us on Twitter at FRCLV, and don't forget to use hashtag FRCLV to keep us in the loop.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. Like always, from the entertainment capital of the world, it's
Vegas, baby.
And it's all right here on Front Row Center. See you next time.